Welcome back to Tale Archive, where we listen to stories and we don't judge. I'm your host today, Rihanna. Thank you for joining us for another special and interesting episode. Relax, enjoy, and learn. Please subscribe, comment, and share. Today's story is called A Mother's Love and Faith, which is about a mother called Grace who influences her children to achieve their dreams through hard work, dedication, and prayer. Chapter 1. A New Beginning. Grace was just 25 when her world turned upside down. Her beloved husband, David, passed away suddenly, leaving her alone with three young children, James, Mary, and Daniel. With no stable job and little savings, she turned to the only thing she knew could help her: prayer. Chapter 2. The Struggles of a Single Mother. Grace worked multiple jobs, cleaning homes during the day, sewing clothes at night, and selling food at the local market on weekends. Life was tough, but she never let her children feel the burden. She filled the home with love, prayer, and laughter. Chapter 3. A Foundation of Faith. Every morning, Grace gathered her children for prayer. With God, nothing is impossible, she would always remind them. She taught them to trust God even in the hardest times, and her unwavering faith became their foundation. Chapter 4. Dreams Take Shape. Even though they were poor, Grace never stopped her children from dreaming. James loved music and sang in the church choir. Mary had a business mindset, always finding ways to sell small items. Daniel, fascinated by science, wanted to become a doctor. Chapter 5. Sacrifices of a Mother. Grace sacrificed her own comfort to support her children's dreams. She used her little savings to buy James a second-hand piano, borrowed books for Daniel, and helped Mary start a small business selling handmade crafts. Chapter 6. The Big Breakthrough. James' voice caught the attention of a church visitor, who invited him to sing at an event. Mary's small business started growing, and Daniel won a scholarship to a prestigious school. Grace knew God was answering her prayers. Chapter 7. Challenges and Doubts. Despite their small victories, hardships continued. James faced rejections in the music industry. Mary lost money in a bad deal, and Daniel struggled with difficult studies. When they felt like giving up, Grace reminded them, fails are God's way of preparing you for greatness. Chapter 8. The Turning Point. One day, Jane's performance was noticed by a famous music producer. Mary met a mentor who guided her in business, and Daniel found a doctor willing to train him. Their lives began to change, but they never forgot their mother's sacrifices. Chapter 9. The Road to Success. James recorded his first song, which became a hit. Mary's business expanded, and Daniel started working in a hospital as a trainee. Grace watched with pride as her children turned their struggles into success. Chapter 10. Facing the World. Fame and success brought new challenges. Jane struggled with public pressure, Mary faced betrayal in business, and Daniel saw the harsh realities of medicine. But through it all, they remembered their mother's word: pray, be humble, and never forget where you came from. Chapter 11. Giving Back. As their success grew, the children followed Grace's teachings by giving back to the community. James helped young musicians, Mary mentored small business owners, and Daniel treated patients for free. Chapter 12. Honoring their mother. On Grace's 60th birthday, her children surprised her with a new home. Everything we are, we owe to you, James said. With tears in her eyes, Grace replied, to God be the glory. Chapter 13. A mother's love never ends. Despite their wealth, Grace remained the same prayerful, humble woman. She continued to wake up early to pray for her children and reminded them to stay grounded in faith. Chapter 14. Storms in Success. James faced false accusations that threatened his career. Mary's business had financial crisis, and Daniel lost a patient in surgery. For the first time, they felt helpless. But Grace reminded them that God's plan was always greater than any storm. Chapter 15. Victory after the storm. James cleared his name and released an even bigger song. Mary found new investors, and Daniel became a top doctor in the country. They had faced difficulties, but their faith and mother's prayers carried them through. Chapter 16. A mother's influence. Young people in the community looked up to Grace. Inspired by how she raised her children alone, she started a women's support group teaching mothers how to raise their children with faith, love, and hard work. Chapter 17. A family legacy. James opened a music school. Mary started a foundation for young entrepreneurs, and Daniel built a free clinic. They named each project after their mother: Grace Academy, Grace Enterprise, and Grace Medical Center. A life well lived. Years passed, and Grace became a grandmother. She spent her days sharing wisdom with her grandchildren and reminding them no matter how successful you are, you always put God first. Chapter 19. A final blessing. As she grew older, Grace became weaker. On her last day, she gathered her children and grandchildren, blessing them with a final prayer: love God, love each other, and never stop giving. Chapter 20. A mother's legacy lives on. Even after Grace passed, her love and teachings remained alive in her children and grandchildren. Her story inspired generations, proving that a mother's love and sacrifices could change the world. The end. This story teaches us the power of faith, perseverance, and a mother's unconditional love. Grace's journey shows that despite hardships, prayer, hard work, and determination can overcome any obstacle. It highlights the importance of sacrifice, resilience, and believing in one's dreams, proving that with love and guidance, children can rise from struggles to achieve greatness. Most importantly, it reminds us that true success is not just wealth, but also giving back and staying grounded in faith and family. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Like, comment, and share. Thank you. Goodbye. This story teaches us the power of faith, perseverance, and a mother's unconditional love. Grace's journey shows that despite hardships, prayer, hard work, and determination can overcome any obstacle. It highlights the importance of sacrifice, resilience, and believing in one's dreams, proving that with love and guidance, children can rise from struggles to achieve greatness. Why we should always Most importantly, it reminds us that true success is not just wealth, but also giving back and staying grounded in faith and family.